please check out my website, touchingworlds.com/disclaimer, and it will give you just the information you need to know to move within your comfort range. Don't do anything that feels uncomfortable or hurts. So since the majority of people on Zoom are in a chair, I'm gonna sit in the chair as well. So I'm gonna go a little bit further back, but before we begin, why don't we do a hand tapping exercise? So gently tap or rub. And this is, if you like this information, this movement, you can download a handout with the details on it on my website as well at that touchingworlds.com/disclaimers. It's at the bottom of the file or the website. Good. And let's now do the fingertips. Just gently tap or rub. Rubbing feels very stimulating. All right, so now let's do the interlacing of the fingers. And then this is the toughest part, is you want to bring the one hand up and then go in. All right, good. All right, now we want to do the outside of the hand. So we're going to bring the hands together. These fingers are open, and we're going to gently tap or rub. So each of these movements have a benefit. This is for cold prevention or lung ailments. So really good as the upcoming fall season. I can't believe it's fall already. It's September 2nd, Wednesday. All right, now we're going to do the inner webs of the hands. So gently tap or rub. And then we can do it the other way. All right, good. Now we're going to do the one hand faces the earth, one hand faces the sky, and we're gently going to tap or we're going to gently rub. All right, now we're going to do the other direction if you're rubbing. And now we're going to flip the hand. So the hand on top is going to go to the bottom. That bottom hand will go now to the top, and we do the same thing. We gently tap or rub. And the other direction if you're rubbing your hands, good. All right, now let's flip the hands again. That one goes to the bottom, this one's to the top, and now we're going to do the back of the wrist, back of the wrist. Gently tap or rub, giving you some choices. It's always nice to have choices. And now the top hand is going to go back to the bottom. The bottom hand will go to the top, and we'll gently tap or rub. Good. All right, now the last movement is the knuckles, the palms, and the thumb, and we're going to gently tap or rub best you can, whatever feels right for you. And this one is good for headaches, so it's a good one to have in your tool belt if you can't remember something. This one is a good one to remember. Hopefully you don't get them too often. All right, so smile, open and close your hands. Good. All right, so before we go further, I always like to do a little meditation or check in with our bodies. So feet best flat on the floor, at least the balls of the feet. If you're short like me, my heels don't touch in this chair. So the best you can. Hips, shoulders, ears in alignment. And we want to imagine a string pulling us up to the ceiling, chin slightly tucked in, and we want the tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. So this is called vertical alignment in a chair. If you're standing, you just want the knees softly bent. So a nice little bend, but the same posture. All right, hands up or down, your choice, or by your side. I got little things, armrest, so this feels more comfortable. And we're just gonna close our eyes if you are able. And then we're just gonna gently relax and notice our breath. Notice any sounds around you. Notice the temperature. And just really become fully present with this moment. And now let's go a little bit deeper with our breathing. Breathing in through our nose, filling up an imaginary balloon in our tummy. Expanding the diaphragm. And then gently exhale, squeezing in our tummy muscles, pelvic floor muscles, as we exhale through the nose. And let's do that again. Gently inhale. And then gently exhale Just thinking about these muscles are good enough. And let's do it one more time. Really relaxing into this moment. Inhale. And gently exhale. Good. And now let's check in with our bodies. Let's start with the top of the head. And we're going to go down and just visually scan through the neck, the shoulders, the elbows, and the fingers. We're going to soften and relax any stuck energy or tightness in our body and let it go. And then further down the spine, to the hips, to the thighs, to the knees, to the ankles, and to the feet. Again, softening, relaxing tension and stress, like it's melting away like an ice cube on a summer day. And you're nourishing the earth with that moisture, and it's being reused. And then let's gently imagine our feet are connected and we're pulling up beautiful nutrients from the earth, slowly coming up the feet, the ankles, the knees, pulling in vitamins that we need for our body, coming up our thighs, our hips, our spine, and up to our neck. Also pulling up through our fingers and our elbows, up to our shoulders, to the top of our head, pulling up what we need from the earth, feeling that balanced energy. And before we get our movement, let's set an intention for health or healing, feeling that healing energy from the earth as we released stuck energy, setting our intention for peace, love, harmony, whatever you need in this most. Maybe it's just nurturance, you know. It's a beautiful time of year to be out in nature and just let nature, you know, nurture you. That's a tongue twister right there. All right. So we can gently open our eyes, and then let's begin with the first movement. So hands by your side. We're going to slowly bring the hands out, shoulder height, trip your fingers. You can make this movement smaller if you need, and then gently bring the hands down, and we're going to look at the floor. This is a neck movement, so if it's hard to move your hands, then just focus on your neck, slowly rising and slowly looking down at the floor. And let's do it one more time like this. I like to imagine I'm in water. The hands come up, and then gently have the hands come down. Now we're going to add on to it, so we're going to bring the hands up. Now we're going to turn the wrist, we're going to gently tuck in the chin, gently push in, and now gently push out, and then slowly gaze at the floor. Let's do that again. You can do it with your breath if you like. Inhale, turn the wrist, exhale, turn the wrist out, push, inhale, and now gently exhale. And if that is too much to remember, do what you like this third time. Bringing the hands closer, tucking in the chin, pushing out, and looking down. Good. So that is the first neck movement. The next one, our hands are together, palms facing each other. We're going to let one hand come down, face the earth. Palms are going to move inward, and we're going to open up our chest and our neck. We're going to go out 60% of our comfort of our neck range. And then we're going to come back to center. The hands gently pass, and then we open up to 60% to the other side. And then we come back. Hands gently pass. Now we're going to go 80%. Eyes gently following along, looking at the hand. If the hands are hard to do, just gently move your head or neck side to side, just nice and slow. About 80%. And now let's do it one more time to your best ability, going 90%. And if you'd like to look to the back of your corner like you're backing up a car, looking in the back area, then you can, and then come back. And then we're going to do it to the other side. It's a little eye stretch as well. When you do your neck 90%. And then gently coming back. Bringing both hands to the center. Feeling relaxed, relaxing our shoulder. So we're now going to do nice and gentle shoulder rolls. Good, and let's do that one more time. And now we're gonna flip the direction you were doing. So whatever you were doing, the opposite. All right, let's do it one more time. All right, good. Nice and small and smooth, so that was very good, I saw that. All right, so now we're gonna do the gathering chi. You can do it to your height and comfortable. If you have any shoulder issues, make it small. Palms are upright, so we're gonna bring the hands, circle around, nice and slow, and then the hands will gently come down the center of your torso, like you're pushing down a French press, like you have T. So the hands open up, slowly rise up, inhale if you want to do your breathing, and then slowly exhale through your nose, slower the better. And let's do it one more time. Inhale, gathering beautiful oxygen, and then slowly bringing that oxygen into your body, your cells. All right, good. So that is another shoulder exercise. So now we move on to the spine, and these are the Dr. Paul Lamb's warm-ups. So the bottom hand's gonna gently rise up in about shoulder or forehead height, turns up. Now we're gonna hold up the ceiling, and this is gently gonna push down. You can also push down to your side, whatever feels better for you. And then the hands gently come back together. We're gonna hold that ball, good. And the hands gently rise up, gently push. Kind of play with it. Do you like it in the center, on the side? And then bring the hands back. And let's do that again. You can think about your breath if you want, keeping the elbows bent, I like that. And slowly bringing that ball together. And the other side, gently press. Feel a gentle stretch in the spine. That's what this movement is for. And let's do it one more time, each side. Going to the height that feels comfortable, but just keeping a bend in the arm. And then slowly bring the hands back together. Engage your pelvic floor muscles if you can as you exhale. Inhale, relax the muscles. And then gently inhale and gently tighten. All right, good. So whatever hand is now on the top, about heart height, belly height, we're gonna gently turn and line up our nose with our knee, and then we're gonna flip the ball. And then we're gonna gently go across to the other side. Again, nose is lined up with the knee. We're gonna flip the hands and go across. So the hand on top is the direction we go. If you kind of forget, sometimes that's easy to forget. So flipping the hands, gently turning the spine. It's a very gentle movement. And that's why I don't have you go past your knees when you turn, because we only want to work the spine, not the hips. So let's do it one more time. Inhale. Hands go across. Exhale. Inhale. And slowly exhale. And then we can release that and come back to neutral. Good. So we worked on the spine, now we move in the hips. So since most of the people on the Zoom are in the chair or prefer the chair, I definitely want to do it as long. So now we're going to do the hips. So make sure you're on the edge of the chair. If you need back support, please grab a pillow. And then what we're going to do is lift the foot out, and maybe I should go a little bit further back so you can kind of see me better. I think some angles are a little bit better than others, but at least you can kind of see. So you lift the foot out, placing the heel down, hands by our side. We bring the foot in, and then we gently rise the hands up, and the hands gently come down. Now we do the other foot, gently placing it out, and then we gently bring it in, and the hands rise. Good. And if it's hard to do the hand rising movement, just open up your legs or your hips, bring it back in, and just pause. But for people who can move the hands, it's a nice sinking motion. And then the other bringing it back in, letting the hip rest as we rise the hands. And we'll do it one more time each side. Gently open up the leg, gently bring it in, letting the hands rise. And the beautiful thing is, even if you don't need to sit in a chair, these are good exercises you could do during a meeting, right? Say you're on a Zoom call and you don't want to let people know what you're doing, but you could get some movement in, especially if you need some circulation in your hips. So good job. All right, so that is one movement. The next one, we're going to open up the hips, place the foot down, then we're going to bring the foot in, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Open up the hips, and then gently bring it in. All right, now we're going to add a hand motion. If it's hard to do both, focus on the hips. This is a hip movement, but the optional movement is a hand goes straight out, so not to the side, straight out, hand goes across the chest, near the elbow, but not touching, so they're not here, they're here. And this is facing the earth, the top hand. So your wrists should feel comfortable. They should not hurt. Then we lift the opposite foot and we imagine gently pressing against a wall. And then we bring the foot in, relax the hands. Now we go to the other side, gently press to the other side. And then we relax and bring the foot in. And then let's do it again to the other side, gently press. You might feel your tummy muscles engage as you do that move, pressing, relax, and gently press. So that's good. If you can engage some internal muscles, that's great. And then bring it in. And let's do it one more time each side. You can see I got my cat Timmy. He's coming to help me. And then let's bring the foot in, drop the hands, and then the other side. All right, good job. Time to pet your cat if you have one. All right, so that is for the hips. Now we're gonna move on to the knees. Oh, he's laying on the floor looking cute. Okay, so next we've got the hip motion, the knees. So we got hollowed fist, you can see through them. Put them by your hips. Our feet are in a V. I know it might be hard, some see it, some don't. So we're gonna lift up the one foot, tap it on the ground, opposite arm is gonna go out. Good. Bring both back in. Other side, tap. We gotta tap around my cat. And then gently stretch. Good. Keeping a nice upright back. Let's do that again. Tap. And if you want to and you're in a chair, you can kick now if you want. It engages more muscles. So do what feels right for you. You can kick and extend. And let's do that again, kicking or tapping with the heel first now. Get a calf stretch, bring it back in. And then the other side. And I know we usually do threes, but let's do one more. I want it to be your choice. You can do toe or kick or tap. And now we can see my other cat, George. He came in. I love it when my cats join me for Qigong. All right, good job. So that is the first knee movement. The next one, the feet again are still in a V. We're in that beautiful vertical alignment. We're gonna lift the foot, place the heel down, then the toe. Then we're gonna gently shift our weight from the hip a little bit forward, opposite arm extends out. And we bring both the foot in and the arm back in. And we do the same thing to the other side, heel, toe. Gently shift forward, extend the arm. And then bring it back in. Good, let's do that again, heel, toe. Feeling the surface of the earth. Then we shift forward. Feeling a nice extension in the back of the arm. Heel, toe. Shift a little bit forward and extend. Good. Let's do it one more time each side. You can do it with your breathing. Place the foot down, inhale. And exhale as the arm comes back. And the other side. Inhale. And exhale. Good. It's a beautiful movement for the body and the knees and ankles. So now we're going to move to the ankles, okay? So again, you can be on the edge of your chair, the back of your chair, whatever is more comfortable for you. And we're going to tap our toes and our heels. So the foot is going up and down if you can't see the image. I know I got 3 devices going right now. my Zoom, my recording for YouTube, and then my Facebook Live. All right, so now we're gonna switch the other foot, tapping the heel and the toe. And you can put your hands anywhere you like. But if you are able, putting the hands on the center to remind us of our lower dantian, which is, the energy center, that's great. All right, now let's do big toe, little toe. So you wanna just move the ankles side to side without moving the knee or the hips. That can be really hard to do. So thinking about it is good enough also, if this is hard. But check, is your knee moving? Because that's what it looks like if your knee is moving. So we don't want any of that. Now let's try the other side, the ankle, without moving the knee or the hip. Good. And now let's do circle rolls. We're in a chair. This is a good movement to do, like 3 circles with the ankle in one direction and now 3 in the other. And then let's do the other foot. And the other direction. All right, good job. So that is the movements from Dr. Paul Lams. I know I do a variety of Qigong movements, and this is one I haven't done in a long time, and I don't know who created this movement, but I learned it from my master instructor here in the Twin Cities, Linda Ebling. And it was a World Tai Chi and Qigong Day. It was a couple of years ago, in I think 2018, in April. So she did this as a closing movement, and it's called Rain. So I thought it would be a nice thing to do. So we start with the hands upright, and we're going to do that movement. So inhale, hands circle around. So like the moisture evaporating, going to the clouds. And then the hands come down, and it's coming down, it's going to rain, nice and slow. And with the rain comes growth, right? The flowers growing, then abundance, they're blossoming. And then it's a time of harvesting, gathering, and then we give thanks, gratitude, and we release and let go. The cycle continues. Hands gently come down. And let's do that again. Inhale, hands circle around, letting the water vapor evaporate, and then let it come down. And then let the nutrients, let it grow, let the flowers bloom, and then let it gather their beautiful abundance. And we give thanks, and then we let go. Good, it's a beautiful movement, isn't it? Very peaceful, very relaxing. Let's do that again, and let's do it several times. So inhale, nice, smooth, and continuous movement. With our breath is ideal in Qigong. Good. And now we let the blossoms, let things grow, and let them, collapse. And we give gratitude. And then we let go. And hands slowly comes down. That's good. Let's do it 2 more times. You can make the movement smaller. Say you have any shoulder issues, I'm going to do it a little bit smaller just to give you variety. So I'm making it smaller just to give you choices and letting the rain come down. Right? When the rain, the abundance comes from rain and life on earth, and then the cycle of life in gratitude, letting it go, trusting the cycle of life. Good. So that was a small version. I did that one on purpose. I want to do it a little bit, we'll do it one more time. This time, do it to your comfort level. So letting the water evaporate, letting it rain, letting life happen, what it needs to happen, and letting things grow, letting them thrive, letting them end, knowing that you're grateful for what happened, sending sending that gratitude, and then the cycle of life continues. It's a beautiful movement. And you can just let your hands spread. I like that movement, getting back to the earth. So that is that movement called Rain. I thought that was a really nice one. Yeah, thank you. I also like to do that movement, the meridian cleansing that Daisy Lee does, and I always find that very healing and very relaxing, so I like to do that with you. So hands, again, at the center. You could have it touching or just a little bit above. See what feels right for you. And we're going to gently raise the right hand, and we're going to gently rub the thymus. If you have any autoimmune conditions, they say just hold it. You know, if you have an overactive thymus. And then we gently move the hand across, and we rub the long meridian points. And then we gently open up the hand, and then we gently have the palm up, and we go down, releasing any excess energy. Flip the hands around, pull up new energy, let the hand rise if you're able, and then bringing that hand down. That hand that was up now goes to the thymus, this goes to the belly, and we gently rub the thymus again. Good. Sending love to our thymus, and now we go to the side or our lung point. Begin rubbing. If it feels a little tender or sore, be gentle with it, but it might tell you need to rub a little bit more throughout the day there. And then we open up the hand, and then we release anything that's excess energy, and then pulling in new, refreshed energy, letting the arm rise. Good job. Now both hands meet at the chest, they go down, and now we're going to gently rub our kidneys. Just gently. And if you like to use the back of your hand, because it is kind of hard to do that movement without your shoulders rising, so you want your shoulders to relax. Okay, and now we gently go, trace along the pant line of your leg, and we go down, circle around your toes, and at your ankles, I want you to gently rub your inner ankle, feel the ground. Now your knees, gently rub the knees, and then gently bringing the hands back to center. So that's one round. We'll do that again. So we're going to gently rise up the arm, go to rub the thymus. Good. Sending love. Now sending love to our long meridian point. And then we open up the hand and release excess energy. And then we flip the hand around, pulling up. Good energy, fresh energy. And then that hand goes on the thymus. This one comes down to the belly, gently rubbing. And then going to the side. And then we open up the hand, gently releasing. Then we flip the hand, gently pulling up, bringing both hands to the chest, going to the side, going to the back of the kidneys, and see, rubbing with our hands and the back of your hands as well. And then we send the energy down the outside of our pant legs, going down around our toes, and then rubbing the inner ankles. Gently going up the pant leg to our knees. I hear sending love to our knees. And then gently continue to come back up to the center. Good. Let's do this one more time. It's a really nice movement. So gently rising the hand to the thymus. And then to our lungs. And then we open up the hand and release that energy. Pulling in good energy, letting the lymph nodes to the belly that was on the chest. Now the other hand that was up is on the thymus. Gently rubbing in a loving way, and then to the lung point, which is by the clavicle. And it doesn't have to be too hard, just gently rubbing is good. We open up the hand, we gently brush down, palm up. Now palm is to the ground. We trace along, rising the hand up, good for the lymph system. Now we bring the hands, go to the side, and then we rub the kidneys, sending beautiful love energy to our kidneys. And then back of the hands. And then we trace along outside our pant leg. If you can't touch your toes, just imagine. And then gently rubbing your ankles, inner ankle, coming up the inner leg, and then rubbing the knees, and then slowly still coming up the inner pant leg, and then hands meeting at the center. So you can definitely do this movement several times. We did 3. You can do 5, 6, 7, 9, whatever feels comfortable, but for today's class I thought we'd just do 3. So that is Daisy Lee's Qigong movement for cleansing, so meridian cleansing. All right, so let's move on. We're getting close to time. Usually I get a pop-up message. I'm gonna check my time, but I did get a pop-up message. So if I lose you on Zoom, I'm sorry, but I'm recording this. So let's do some tapping. Time we did longer than I thought. So usually I get that 10-minute pop-up message. So tap your thighs as a cool down. Time goes fast when you're having fun, right? Crisscross is better. It's good for your brain, but if it's hard and you're not able, that's fine. One at a time generally. I know people like to multitask and do that, but try to do one at a time. All right, good. So let's gently pull the hands in, lift our heels. If you're in a chair, on your feet, go on the ball of your feet. And then exhale, release, open up the hands. Pulling up energy, maybe carrots. You can imagine you're in a garden pulling up carrots and then letting go. Inhale, tighten up. Exhale, release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, pulling up. Exhale, release. Good. Let's do the gathering chi. Inhale, hands circle around. Gathering beautiful life force energy, such as oxygen, and bringing it into our cells. Flipping the hands, inhale. Letting the hands rise without any effort as we gather the moisture in the air, bringing the moisture to our cells, storing it within. Good. Flipping the hands, inhale. Hands slowly circling around, gathering beautiful aroma. It's summertime, we can go to the gardens, or if you have some pots, plants, inhale, gathering beautiful life force energy, sunlight, bringing that sunlight into our cells, making our bones strong and healthy. And let's do it one more time, gathering beautiful energy from each other, from this moment, positivity, feeling that intention that we felt at the beginning of class, and storing it within. Good. If you still have some time, you can do some tapping. So let's rub our hands together. They call this harvesting chi in Spring Forest Qigong. I always like to do some of their tapping movements in so harvesting, and then we gently go up the bridge of the nose, around the face, like you're making a heart shape. And let's do that one more time, doing it. Well, let's do it 2 more times. It feels pretty good, doesn't it? Kind of like you're washing your face. Good. Let's do some rubbing. So make a V shape around your ears. So if you have any soreness in your jaw, this feels really good. All right, good job. So now let's do the cupping at the top of the head, leaning a little bit forward. Top of your head 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do the tapping with 2 fingers at the eyebrow point here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to do it below our eyes, our cheekbones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do our chest at the bone points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do the cupping on the inner arm, starting with your left hand first. I'm going to reverse it. I've been doing the reverse with you. So cupping with that cup shape in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And let's do the tapping down the arm, and we'll do both directions. If you do the palms up, that's good more for the lung meridian, and the top is good for the heart meridian. But if you do both, it's just very balancing for your body, keeping that cup shape in your arm. Okay, good. Now let's do the right arm. Let's do that cupping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cupping down the arm, and now the back of the arm. Good. And let's just do it one more time, each side. All right, good. Let's do the knees now. So we're going to tap the top of the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then behind it, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To the left knee first. I'm doing the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So it looks like Zoom didn't end, or it will soon. Wow, it went 45 minutes on Zoom. Lucky me. All right. So it looks like some people are watching. Hi, Rick. Hi, Cindy on Facebook Live. Glad to have you guys here. It's a really nice routine that we do. So I hope you enjoyed it. There's more YouTube videos online that I try to record. Each one I do every 2 weeks and upload it. So tell your friends about it, and love to have you join us on Zoom, or just, if I do Facebook Live as well. All right, so let's do the salute. We'll do the right hand's a fist to represent strength. Fingers together, that is the left hand. So I want to actually do the opposite. So right hand's a fist, left hand, fingers together. I think of a high five, right? I'm giving you a high five. Good job. All right, and then we bend the thumb. So that is the humility, the respect that we have. And then we put it together, the palm into the fist. We nod our head. It means mutual respect. So that is the Chinese martial art greeting. You'll see that in Tai Chi. So thank you so much for coming. I enjoy doing this with you guys. So lots of love.